Did you know that the biggest selling Colonial Viper of all time is that by Eaglemoss Toys? Did you know there's a mystery surrounding it? Well, we're going to talk about it right now. Hi everyone, welcome to Battlestar Galactica. If you like offbeat stories, the collectibles, the merchandise, and especially the toys surrounding the Galactica universe, please consider subscribing to my channel. Now, if you own this Colonial Viper, have you ever noticed anything strange about it? Take a look at it, especially the underside. Now, keep that view of the underside in mind. Back in 2017, Eaglemoss Toys submitted to Universal Studios' licensing department their drawings for a proposed classic Colonial Viper, with the idea that this was going to be a very expensive deluxe piece for adult collectors. The original Colonial Viper that Universal Studios actually approved was to include landing gear. Now, taking a look at the underside of the Viper again, you're going to see three indented areas. This is where the collector could have plugged in the landing gear for display. Now, here is the mystery. What happened to the landing gear that Eaglemoss told Universal Studios licensing they were going to include? Was it eliminated to save money, or was there something more at work here? In a rare instance of pushback, Universal Licensing actually asked Eaglemoss what happened to the landing gear. Eaglemoss replied that according to their own research, collectors would prefer the included flight stand over landing gear, and that was why they decided to eliminate it from their Viper. Now, we as collectors had no idea that this dialogue was occurring between Universal Studios Licensing and Eaglemoss. Eventually, the Viper was issued after some delays and again became a huge sellout hit for the company. But it turns out Eaglemoss was not entirely truthful about their decision to cancel the landing gear. With Eaglemoss's bankruptcy, many former employees have no problem discussing the problems that the company had with many of their products, and Battlestar Galactica was not an exception. It turns out that Eaglemoss had always planned to include the landing gear with our Colonial Viper. They truly wanted to elevate it to a museum-grade piece, but unfortunately a mistake was made. The landing gear would not fit the model that was produced. Eaglemoss blamed the Chinese factory that was producing the landing gear, and the Chinese factory blamed Eaglemoss. With a very tight budget and even tighter deadline, Eaglemoss decided to simply remove the landing gear and issue the Colonial Viper as is. Over the years, I've heard from many different sources that the management at Eaglemoss were never really into their Battlestar Galactica license, that it was always considered a second-tier project for them. The company's focus was on their big license, which was Star Trek, and something tells me that Paramount Licensing would never have allowed Eaglemoss to get away with this. On the other hand, Universal Licensing has a reputation for being very lax, so it doesn't surprise me that Eaglemoss got away with it. So I can safely say that the mystery of those weird, strange indents on the bottom of our Colonial Viper has been solved. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please let me know what you think of this episode in the comments below. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great Galactica day.